I'm not giving Instagram no more love. Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation, alive, hiphopdaily.tv. I got this popular smoking ass nigga in the building with me, man. My man ScottyATL. What's up, bro?
What's going on with it?
Ain't shit, man. For one, congratulations, dog. Congratulations, because It's Time is a dope record, but everybody know Ratchet right now is a smash.
Man, appreciate that.
My nigga, man. Talk to us. Matter of fact, get the order of questions all out the way. First, let's talk about Ratchet.
Okay.
Ratchet, did you know that was going to be the hit when you heard that?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't even gonna put it out.
Really?
For real.
Why not?
I just, it wasn't my favorite song.
I feel you.
It was like one of those records where we did some focus groups to pick the songs for the album.
Yo, we're gonna get into that too. My nigga's doing focus groups. That's what's up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, we people just kept saying like, man, that's the one, that's the one, that's the one.
Yeah.
And so finally I was like, I'm gonna go with what the people want to do this time. Instead of what I think is the best.
Makes sense. Sometimes we can outsmart ourselves and we believe something isn't lit like what everybody else is talking about. But bruh, that record go. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them dudes. I try my hardest not to like shit sometimes.
Right.
And I first heard it, I was like, that ain't it. And then I kept hearing it and I'm like, nah, that's it. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Man, I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. Now you almost at 1 million views on YouTube.
Ooh.
How close are you right now?
I think it's at like 925,000, something like that.
Okay, so we gotta make a point tonight. We gotta run that up for you.
Yeah,
we gotta run that up for you.
All the way
we gotta
up.
run that up. We gotta get my man to 1 million views.
I need 1 million tonight.
All right, we need to get this boy 1 million tonight. Let's try to make that happen, man. Let's get back to the order, man. It's Time was a dope record. I was ready for it, to be honest with you. I know you is another one. I've been watching you for a while, and I really like the growth that I've seen as an artist. You know what I'm saying? From the first project I seen back when Boy had the low fade. You know what I'm saying? To where we at now. It's like I watched you learn how to promote something properly without just giving it away to the world. Right. You hyped up It's Time to the point where I was like, all right, what's this man about to drop? I got to hear this. And when it dropped, I listened to the whole thing like I listen to any other album. Hella impressed, bro. Hella impressed. Very grown up growth shown on the album, man. Talk to us about It's Time. Like, what was your mode going into that shit?
My mode going into it was, over the years, I feel like I had a lot of records that I felt like was his.
Yeah.
One of the first records that kind of popped off for me was Cloud 9.
Cloud 9 was a hit.
And that was playing on all the radio stations in Atlanta. It was on BET Jams. It just did real good, you know what I'm saying? I went on tour with it and everything. Mm-hmm. And then I dropped Bust It Open. Bust It Open did well.
Yeah.
Life of the Party was on the radio, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
so going into this project, I was like, I had all these records that I felt like, and these projects that did good, but I ain't have none that I felt like the Atlanta scene and DJs and, really had a chance to like dive into and play and get behind all the way.
Yeah.
And so, It's Time was just really me being on like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to get the ATL behind what I'm doing.
Right, and it was one of the, even the album cover. You know what I'm saying? You talk about something that I don't know so many people from Lithonia and shit be like, yo, I know exactly where he shot that. You know what I mean? Like, you
Main
really...
Street.
Boy, look, my man really made it that album. Yeah, that album, man. One of my favorite tracks on the album features, Long Live Bankroll, Mr. Big Nuts, man. Talk to us about that record and the chemistry you and Bank have. Like, how did you and Bank even meet? Like, how did that happen?
Bankroll was just out doing his thing in the city. Like, I've been knowing him for a while. I remember we went to New York before I really knew he was rapping. It was me, him, Rah, Trinidad James. Trinidad had just came out with All Gold Everything.
That sound like some Atlanta shit. That whole name, just those names.
We was all out there. Black Bill Gates. We went to a concert that Ballers Eve was throwing.
Okay, some more Atlanta shit.
Dope B was there.
Okay.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. So we was all out there, and at the time, Bankroll was telling me like, man, I'm about to start rapping. I got a song I'm about to do with Gucci Mane. But I'm like, man, like, how you gonna start rapping and get a song with Gucci Mane?
Right.
But on some real shit, we got back and he did. It's some shooters in there. I don't know if you remember that song.
I'm catching up with Bank. Shit, Hot Boy album? Not Hot. Yeah, the Hot Boy.
Oh, nah, they were before that.
Yeah,
they were before that. Yeah. So like, that's how we really connected. And then, back then I was doing a lot of like parties in the city too. So I would do concerts. And then I might have like 2 other artists in the city that's popping on the concert with me.
True.
You feel me?
True.
And I was doing them at Smith's Old Bar, you know what I mean? Just, you know, packing it out.
Mm-hmm.
And Bankroll was on some of them. Trinidad was on some of them.
Crazy.
And we just built a relationship. Like the thing that was dope was that he had his own label, you know, Street Money.
Yeah.
And I had Cool Club. And at the time, we was like some of the only young niggas in the city that was like, had their own situation or their own label that people really bought into the brand.
Yeah.
You know, people fought with Street Money. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
And people fought with Cool Club the same way.
Heavy, man. So y'all connected and that Big Nuts record came through, man.
Yeah.
Did you have any when you was putting the album together? Did you know that was gonna make the final cut? Like, did you think about it twice? Like, I don't know if I want to put people out there and let them know me and Bank had this record and nothing like that. Like, was there any hesitation?
Yeah, it was hesitation. You know, when we first of all, me and Bankroll did a whole mixtape together.
Okay, really?
You know, yeah, we was working on it when he passed away, and so you know, I wanted to put the whole mixtape out together as one body of work, but you know, his family wanted to put out the Bankroll album first.
True.
You know
that
what
makes,
I'm saying?
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
And I respect it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I just really got their permission. You know, make sure it was cool with them to put that song on there.
Yeah.
And I put it in the pool of, you know, giving the tastemakers and the DJs. We went on different cities on tour with the Cool Club.
Yeah.
We did a Cool Club tour the end of last year. And so every city we went to, I would have these little meetings with the tastemakers and the DJs in every city and ask them which songs they like the most. And that song kept coming up.
Word.
Along with Ratchet and the ones that was chosen.
Word. Well, salute to that, man. Like I say, It's Time is a very well put together project, including the single itself. You know, It's Time. That's a hit. Like, yeah, bro. I know I've been saying that on Instagram plenty of times, but put that song out, though. That's one of them songs where when I first heard it, I was like, I needed it at the moment. Like, I don't know, plenty of people when they hear music, they might need it at that second. I needed to hear that, especially that part about fuck a feature. I hop out myself because it's time for that, nigga. Shit.
I wanted to do so much more with the whole album and with that song. Like, I really wanted to do like a challenge with that song,
bro. That song's it, my nigga. Like, that's literally when you said that. That's how I felt. I remember walking in the studio feeling like that. Like, I don't even know I even on the show today, dog. I could roll this out.
For that.
Yeah, it's time for that, man. That's exactly how I felt.
Dude.
So, bro, that record alone is a banger, man. It's time again. Overall, really solid record. How is that affected you? You know what I'm saying, as far as going into the next projects that you clearly gonna be working on in 2009. Like, do you feel any pressure to kind of follow up on something like that?
Yeah, I feel pressure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's good pressure though. You know, I feel like the pressure is what push you to be great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you ain't got no pressure on you, you know, it ain't really nothing. It ain't no pressure to do your best.
You keep
know
giving out that
saying?
same shit.
Yeah. So it's pressure, and I like the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I'm stepping up to the plate. I got a new project that's coming out soon. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be doing something next week. Actually, I need to, you know what I'm saying, get you some info. We
Please
got
do.
this today.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're gonna be doing something in the city. And you know, I want you to come out and
my
listen
brother.
to what I got.
Oh, bro, I'm down for that. I'm down for that, man. So you got some new work coming out. Oh, real quick, I want to revisit Ratchet, because one of the things that Ratchet really did was it picked up through social media, like the videos, the dances, like it picked up through that. Speak to us about the whole the planning behind that. You know what I'm saying? Because there clearly was a method to the madness.
So like, you know, man, it's crazy. Like, you know, a duck, you never see how a duck is moving. It look like it's moving, gliding on the top of the water, but underwater it's paddling like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Before, when we put Ratchet out, like I said, we did these focus groups first. Yeah. Then we I put the record out at South by Southwest. I was on Sway Show. I performed it one time and put the clip up online, and all the DJs started hitting me up. Like, hey, send me that, send me that, send me that. It was crazy. People was texting me. Hit me on Instagram and everything. And it was my first time that had happened, because before I put out records, and you got to kind of ask the DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Could you play this?
Or can I send this to you? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to find ways for them to get it. I put it out and they were like, man, send me that. And we really weren't even ready at the time. So I put the record out, and then I started going to the clubs. I was going to 2 or 3 clubs a night at first. We did that for like 3 or 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then we started going to 2 or 3 cities a day, pushing the record. Going to the radio station, you know what I'm saying, just pushing up, doing interviews. Then I went on tour with Big Boy in the Southeast. Promo tour though. You feel me? Yeah. So this ain't break the bank. This basically is, we out here pushing the record.
Yeah,
you know
working,
what I'm saying?
You working.
And expanded the circle. And then I went on tour with Ace Hood and expanded the circle a little bit more. All the while, I'm just gathering videos from people doing it. We put the song out on 107.9. I did an interview and I gave away $1,000.
Yeah.
People started making videos. And then after that, the song came out on Triller. And it was like another wave of a challenge came. And that's when the song got like 30,000, 40,000 videos. They told me. And I thought they was lying.
Shit. Search the hashtag. Just search the hashtag. You're gonna see a little bit of everybody trying to break down that Ratchet song. Again, salute, man. And I'm loving the way you're speaking, like the market research groups. You're talking like a businessman, and I feel like more artists and more labels, I don't understand why they don't sit down and speak to people who don't listen to their music on a regular basis and see what you like. You can't keep speaking to the same person over and over again and think you're gonna get different results.
Right.
So I definitely salute that, man. And it's part of the next question. I'm watching you grow into seriously a businessman. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the weed later, but, you got the grills. You know what I'm saying? You got the grills, opened up the stores looking like.
Yeah.
Speak to us about that, man. You jumping in. I need to get slugged up, man.
Yeah. Golden Boys Grills by Scotty. It's been going down, man.
By Scotty. My bad. I said A-Town Grill. I don't know where that came from, man.
Salute the A-Town Grill, too. You know what I'm saying? P.I. Salute the Ireland, too. You know what I mean? I started doing grills like 3 years ago. And when I first started, I had met this dude on Columbia Drive. He wanted me to help him out and doing marketing for him. Cause I just always have like a neck for doing marketing.
It's crazy how the hood would just have connections out the blue. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in the hood and somebody was like, hey, I do grills, dog. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know.
We super in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, at the time, like, man, I really can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do it, bro, but I don't really know enough about grills. And I went to the club one night and I seen my partner, who was a dental assistant, who had just lost his job.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I want to start doing grills. I'm like, bro, we can do this shit today.
Nigga, it's time.
So I took him up there and, man, we started doing grills. At first, we was going to buy the gold, just every day, testing them out, making the grills ourselves.
Yeah.
But they come out bulky sometimes. The letters wasn't right and shit. And so we ended up getting a jeweler, and we got screwed, and then we got another jeweler, and got screwed again, and finally got with some jewelers that work. And I was pulling up on people, man, at first, like at the Walmart, you know what I'm saying, doing a grill, picking up, dropping off, and years of doing it, man.
Man.
I done did grills for Rich Homie now, K-Count, Killer Mike, Trouble, Stewie Rock, TK Cash, Ritz, man. Big Crit.
Word. All right, so you're gonna have to add Mecca to this list, man. I've been dying to get a Bankroll for a minute, man. Yeah. That's gonna have to happen, man. That's what's up. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
I also know about the weed. Like when I matter of fact, when I heard Cloud9 was gonna be a strain, I was so geeked I didn't even touch it yet. I was just more geeked to talk about it. Like talk about this shit, man. But you had Cloud9, you had Curious George.
Right.
That's dope. Like, what's the next level? Like, are we gonna see another strain from you, or are you gonna go? What are we gonna see next on the cannabis side?
Man, I'm really working on the oil now for Cloud9.
Smart.
Honestly, I wanted to keep going with the flower, but people that I work with, like in Denver, they kind of tell me that the market is slowing down in the flower.
It is, man. CBD, hemp, man. CBD. Matter of fact, if you want to be for real, get a hemp version or get some CBD version of that oil. You know what I'm saying? At least that's something you can get that off here. You don't even got to worry about necessarily having to cross state lines. I'm just giving business advice at this point. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like, look at CBD and hemp. They legally just legalize hemp. Like, it's there. Make sure people ain't buying their shit at a gas station and shit. Like, I was at 5 Points. They got whole racks of CBD gummies and shit. I'm like, I'll be damned if I ever buy CBD anything. I won't even buy weed out of 5 Points. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Not at all, bro. Not at all, man. So what is going up next in 2019, man? So we in the new year. I know you got some new music playing. What's popping off for you?
Well, we also got the label Cool Club.
No joke, no doubt about that.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt about
so
that.
We got a few artists that's coming out. J. Rain got the first project coming out. He dropping at the end of this month.
Okay.
So he got some fire shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had a chance to listen to it recently. And then next up, we got my man D Horton.
Okay.
He gonna drop a project right after that, like 2-3 weeks after that.
Okay.
Then Tony Bone gonna come after that.
Yeah, I fuck with Bone, man.
And then King Shy gonna come, and then ScottyATL. So, we just got the Cool Club shit popping. I think we're gonna really make an impact this year as a label, and artists gonna make an impact individually. So we working together, man, to really just bust through the scene early. Top of the year, niggas ain't playing. We getting together every week with this shit. We having meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really getting it in. Shout out to the whole team, everybody behind the scene too. You know what I'm saying too.
Yeah, what's one thing you feel like you've learned since you've been in this game? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been in it for a while, you've been grinding, you've seen a lot, you've done a lot. What do you feel like you've taken away from some of the grinding that you've done that you could pass on to somebody else as far as advice wise?
Man, the best advice I think I can give somebody is just, I know it sounds cliche, but just really never quit. I'm a firm believer that the people that make it in this industry, or in the entertainment industry in general, are the people that can make it, man, when life gets tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all fun and games when we on the camera, you know what I'm saying? But when you get off this motherfucker and you got to go home to face whatever you got to face, can you still be as creative? You know what I'm saying? When life got you in the chokehold, can you know what I'm saying? Can you still push through and finish them goals out? And the people that can't do that, a lot of times I see them fall by the wayside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The people that stay focused are the people that make it to the top. Even if they ain't always the most talented, but if they got the best work ethic and they never give up, eventually they make it.
Gee, I appreciate you coming through, man. Kicking off our year properly, man. Now it's ScottyATL, and this is Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation. We out. All right, we gonna